All right, are we ready for another sample Sunday? I think so. I have here a 40% alcohol by volume Collingwood double barrel Maplewood. Now, this doesn't tell me if it's a maple, if there's some staves of maple wood in the cask, or if it's a completely maple barrel finish, or if it's a maple, if it's fully matured in a maple cask or in a cask with maplewood staves in amongst the oak staves. I don't know. But I hopefully got the right picture, and well, I'm going to see what I can get out of this. Collingwood is that at Ontario Whisky. Gotcha. Whiskey from Ontario. I haven't had Collingwood in a long time. I think the last time was 8 or 9 years ago. Something like that. Let's see if I can pour it without spilling any. A little more. I didn't spill much. I keep telling myself to use a funnel with these things, but I just keep forgetting. All right. Well, thanks to Mike Menard, I get to try this and see what I think of it. Not something that I would go out seeking to get. I wouldn't go looking for this. But it's always interesting to try something different from what you would normally go for. Right away. I'm getting corn sweetness. I'm getting a bit of rye spice, but I'm definitely getting maple syrup. The maple syrup kind of covers everything else up. Not that that's necessarily a bad thing. So far on the nose, it's quite pleasant. You know, when I was a kid, I used to pick maple leaves off the tree. And I would discard the leaf and then I'd be chewing on the stem because I liked the taste of it. Stems of maple leaves. Like, you know, the old classic image of a farmer with a blade of grass in his mouth, chewing on a blade of grass. Well, I used to do the same thing with the stems of maple leaves. I was a strange kid. And that maple sure smells good. Yeah, I think the Collingwood is a blended Canadian whiskey with some rye, some malted barley, some corn, probably mostly corn. But the the maple finish makes the nose quite interesting. So far, I like this part. Is this a post-nasal drip I'm getting? I wonder. Well, now on the palate, is it as sweet as the last one I had? The Niagara, I recall being very sweet. I'm going to just pour a tiny little bit of the Niagara Falls just to compare. Because I had the Niagara Falls, what, last time? A week ago, maybe? I don't know. I think it was last week. But in terms of the video, was it a week ago? I don't know. Okay. Now this one here, okay, was our Niagara a week ago. Okay. I thought so. Niagara Falls is much sweeter. Much sweeter and more syrupy than the Collingwood double barrel Maplewood. Just wanted to make sure, because the Collingwood I like the Collingwood more than I like the Niagara Falls whiskey. Because with the Collingwood, I am getting some corn sweetness. I am getting some rye spice. And I am getting some maple flavor. But the maple flavor is not cloyingly sweet. It's well balanced. This one's okay. This one's all right. I would maybe even search this one out. If I hadn't had the sample and if I could find it. Thing is, Collingwood is not, it's not heavily promoted in British Columbia, and it's not heavily carried. It's been a while since I've seen a bottle of Collingwood on the shelf, but then again, I haven't exactly been looking for it. But this is a very pleasant Canadian whiskey with a little bit of a maple twist to it. Yeah, this one's all right. And did I mention that it's bottled at 40% alcohol by volume? And I hope I got the right picture for it in the thumbnail. What it lacks in complexity, it gains in being tasty. Tasting good. Cheers!
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Food Quig.
Yeah.